Graeme, you're here today talking at this event. Can you tell us what you're going to be telling the visitors?
We are explaining how the technology has progressed from previous older technology and how MGF have entered the market with an impact on their 10 times speed on volumetric against previous technologies, and this will be a game changer in the industry.
So you're coming at it from a perspective of a user. You have, tell us about your company and what you will be telling the audience.
We're an engineering-minded company where we have invested over £1 million in technology that will allow industry to adopt the technology correctly with standards and certification, allowing a full industry progression rather than being more bureau-type led solutions.
Okay, so what machinery have you got within the business, and how many 3D printing machines?
Currently we have 9 production systems in-house. We've just recently bought the HP MGF, which is our 10th, which allows us to now diversify our technology into further industry sectors.
So who would you be working for then? What's the big trends at your facility? What are you making?
We're primarily Formula One led. We do a lot of work with the carbon companies and Formula One companies direct, which allows us to learn very fast how to implement this technology in real world. From this, we can then move it into a more longer term vision of the business to basically allow industry to grow with what we know internally.
So when people look at 3D printing and think it's a bit blue sky and it's something they're interested in but they're not going to invest in, this is a good case study that shows actually that there's a big market out there, isn't there, to grow a business based on this technology?
Yeah, the hype of the media and probably a lot of smoke and mirrors that are out there need to be dispelled really. We need real case studies. I'm working a lot with the AM Strategy Group in the UK to adopt this technology correctly, that everybody can understand, and then it grows it naturally rather than just listening to media reports that confuse people, to be quite honest.
It's a new way of thinking, isn't it? When you're producing parts now, your engineering department must be always thinking of revolutionary ways to make parts better and faster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everything we do is pure innovation really. It's never been done before, so you're always thinking ahead of the game, and then you will probably take it on board and then deliver some kind of solution. You will fail a few times to get it right, but then you learn fast. So I have a team of engineers that are spread out in all sectors. So we've got Airbus predominantly, aerospace sectors, and supply chain is where we're aiming our focus at. Pretty much driven from F1 though, and the HP we're more automotive and medical.
With the new technology here, how have you found this going from your existing FDM machines to what we have here?
The HP's a lot easier to use. It's a faster CAD to print solution, and the finishing and the cooling and everything that from previous powder technology is a lot more thought out. It's a game changer in the way it works. It's a lot faster than our previous technologies of FDM. The FDM will always have a place, but we now need to look at this as a new technology that will be there for the future. What
about the industries? You mentioned aerospace. The 3D printing is becoming a big part of the aerospace industry. How do you see the future of the aircraft, civilian aircraft and stuff like that when it comes to 3D printing?
Well, we're already involved in a lot of aerospace customers, and we've already delivered an A350 XWB program on the FDM technology of 2,000 parts a month. We're now looking at a 65,000 parts per annum program in the next 2 years, and then from that on we think that it will start migrating more into the interior cabins and be part of the long-term strategy of all aerospace supply chains.
Going to be very interesting, isn't it? Are you unique as a business? Do you have much competition?
To be honest, we don't have a lot of competition. Most of it is our embedded knowledge and USP, as we call it. What we know makes us money, but anybody can buy a machine, it's what you do with it. So what we find is if you are clever enough and determined enough to fail to learn, you make money. So
a good way to. I just want to close this. What's the one message you're going to really try to get across today to these to people that are attending this XYZ event?
Just to understand that once you bought a machine, it's just the start of a journey. You've got to get the right team behind it, the designers, the standards, the quality. Everything has to be in place. Not just buy a machine and hope it works. It does work. You've just got to work at it and keep going.
Well, people are turning up now in their droves. It's going to be a busy day, so we'll let you crack on. Thank you, Greg.
Thank you.